What's going on, guys? Alex here, and today we're going to take a look at the difference between two high-end spool markers. You get your Dye DM14, last year's Dye model, versus the Dye DM15, this year's Dye model. So obviously DM15's been out for a little while, pretty much almost cut last year for the most part. But this is basically the first time I got a DM15 in the shop because originally I didn't want to bring them in. Just because of the way the values were going, it just didn't look like a safe thing. I didn't have a lot of demand here for them pretty much at all. So at the given time, there was really no point to bring one in. But if some of you might remember, this is the one of the colors, the limited colors that were down at Paintball Extravaganza. One of the three colors based off NFL teams, Atlanta Falcons, was supposed to be this one. And then I mistakenly said in the other video that I thought one of the other ones was Seattle. It's not. It was supposed to be Carolina. So you have a Carolina one. It's like powder blue and black. I think it's all dust. And then you have that Denver Broncos one. It's all gloss, kind of like a dark navy blue and orange. I thought this was definitely the best looking one, and at the price, now they dropped the DM15 to $1,000 retail, which these special edition colors are still the same price, no higher price on those, so that's pretty cool. We picked one up, because they're super limited. I think there's only 20 of each color, maybe 30, but that would be about it. So I still got a DM14 in stock, unfortunately. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the differences, even though these have been out for a while, and you guys might have already seen the differences video. But, hey, I figured I'd do it too and give you guys my opinion on the matter. So right off the bat, big changes. There's not too many changes, but probably one of the most noticeable and easy to recognize changes is the feed neck. On the DM14, you have your classic Dye lever locking feed neck that they went to. Is it on the DM9? I know the DM10 doesn't have the thumb wheel. I don't remember if the DM9 did as well. Anyway, DM14 has Dye's classic no thumb wheel clamping feed neck with the lever where you twist the lever to crank it closed, whereas the DM15 has the new super low pro upgraded feed neck. It is a lot lower than the current one. If we even just put them side by side, I can tell you real quick, it's almost a half an inch lower, so it's actually fairly noticeable. Still have your lever lock here on the side, but on the other side, instead of absolutely nothing and having to turn that lever lock and grind the metal down on the feed neck, you've got a little thumb wheel screw with an Allen head adjustment point, so for a lot better, finer tuning when you're trying to clamp down your feed neck so you don't crack your feed neck on your loader or what have you. The biggest point, though, is it is super low pro, which is really, really cool. So other than that, they took the rubber grips. The grips on the frame are pretty much the same as far as I understand. I don't think they're really too much smaller. But the big difference is the Fore Grip. The Fore Grip on the DM14 was really, really fat and really, really big. If you guys were watching any of the PSP last year, you might, if you were paying attention, you probably frequently saw teams like Damage and Iron Man and anybody who was shooting DMs take this the whole rubber grip off their 14s and just put grip tape around the reg. It was that big and people didn't like it. So they completely slimmed it up on the DM15, and it is a lot thinner. It's a lot better feeling in the hands, like by far. I think it's a huge, huge difference. Definitely for the better, in my opinion. So I think they did a smashing job there on fixing something that, us as the consumer did not support whatsoever and actively put out that we didn't like it. So Dye changed it up, which is really, really cool. That doesn't happen a lot with generations of guns, but there you go. Other than that, on the outside, the DM14 had very simplistic milling. The DM15 has very aggressive lines and a lot more of a mill job on the body itself. I think it looks a lot better personally, but obviously that doesn't change the way it shoots. On the inside, if we take out both the bolts, there's the 15. There's your 14. which is like a little unscrewed for absolutely no reason. But if you take out the bolts, the bolt system is the same, completely the same bolt system, except Dye DM15 comes stock with the Billy Wing bolt, which is usually like $180 upgrade. So that's pretty cool. You know, it's their high end of high end guns. It comes with a better bolt system, I think. You know, kind of as it should. You kind of saw Planet do that with the Geo 3.5 coming stock with the IV core. I think it was just a smart move. They might as well do it. It's supposed to be their flagship model. And I'd probably do the same thing and make sure every part of their flagship model is, you know, there's a reason why it's the flagship model. You put the best parts into it. So Billy Wing bolt kit, stock in the DM15, not in the 14. Obviously, you can put one in the 14. But anyway, that is almost all the differences between the 15 and the 14. Unfortunately, there's not too much else that is actually different about the marker itself. The DM15 does weigh slightly less, which I can even demonstrate here with my handy dandy super old scale that I don't even know where I got it from. And change that to the pounds and ounces. So if we weigh the DM14, there are batteries in these, by the way, for internet conspiracy people. Dye DM14 comes in at 2 pounds, 4 ounces even. And if we weigh the Dye DM15, 2 pounds, 2.3 ounces. So they shaved an ounce and a half, almost 2 ounces off the DM15. Is it that big of a deal? No, not really. But it is lighter, which I think is a good way to start going, since basically ever since the pretty much smallest DM they ever made, DM10, which I don't know if there's one right there on the wall. It's basically the smallest DM they ever made. Ever since DM10, they've been getting bigger and heavier, which I don't like. I mean, Eclipse has kind of gone that way too, since Ego 7 and Ego 8 were basically the smallest Egos, and they've been getting a little bit bigger since then. Obviously, I'm a smaller dude, so I like smaller guns, but, you know, it's whatever. So, yeah, DM15 is weighs slightly less. It's got the low-pro feed neck. It's got Billy Wing bolt kit stock and the thin grips. Other than that, I can't honestly stand here and tell you that there's anything else different about these two guns, which is kind of unfortunate. I really hope that, I honestly hope that this is the last DM that Dye comes out with for a little while. I really do. I really think it's the right way to go for them. I think they've maxed out on the DM. I think they should keep this DM15. I really do like this marker. It is a touch too long of a gun for me. I could certainly get by with it like I was getting by with my LV1 and Compromise, especially now that the grips are thin. That was my biggest thing. But I honestly think Dye should stop and leave the DM15, maybe come out with a new batch of colors or something every once in a while. Just even, I don't know, even just call it the Dye Matrix. Get rid of the DM15 name. Just call it Dye Matrix. Leave it alone for a while. There's nothing else you can do to it. Stop trying to change it. People like it the way it is. I don't know, put a drop-in OLED screen or something like that just to make the internet peoples happy. Like, I don't care that it doesn't have an OLED screen. I think it probably could since it's Dye's flagship model, but I honestly don't care. But I honestly please don't make another one. Don't make a Dye DM16. Please don't. That's my opinion on it anyway. I think they should just stay where they are, just like Eclipse did. Look how long the LV1's going. They just came out with LV 1.1. It's just a 0.1, a minor update, and it's been, what, like 3 years, something like that? And LV1s are still selling fine, and everybody still loves LV1s, and they're still holding their value like this long after. LV1s are still going for almost $1,000. That's crazy. As far as we understand, the Geo 3.5s are going to stay the way they are for the next, just until they say so. I really hope Dye does the same thing with the DM15. I think this is a fantastic looking marker. I think there's nothing else you can do to it. Leave it alone. Please stop. So anyway, that's my Dye rant. Excuse me. Now my mouth is dry from ranting. Anyway, that's my rant about the Dye DM15. I certainly don't have any real problems with the Dye DM15. The only problems I have with it is personal preference on the way I like my setups, but there's nothing wrong with the gun itself. Big improvements. Again, feed neck, slim grips, billy wing bolt kit, I think is awesome. And I hope they maintain the way it goes and just kind of steer the course. Leave it alone, please. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love to hear your opinions on what Dye should do. Do you think Dye should just continue to come out with Dye DM16? Or do you think everybody would get upset if they don't? Or do you think, are you with me? And do you think Dye should just stop, leave the DM15 how it is for a while, let it ride, and kind of see where it goes? I'd love to hear your opinions on that down in the comments section below, so go ahead and drop those. I'd love to read them. And yeah, that's it. So if you found this entertaining by any means, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button. It really helps out the channel a lot. And that's it for today's video, guys. I will see you next time.